Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sankara. It has come in the press, not once but twice, incidents of urinating by an intoxicated person on other passengers, particularly the women passengers. It has to come to light to our press notes. Therefore, the Director General of Civil Aviation, it comes down heavily on the Tatas or on Air India for not taking action or the laxity in responding to a woman's complaint. ఎంకి పెళ్ళి సుబ్బు చావుకు వచ్చిందంటారు. ఇందుకే కొన్ని సందర్భాల్లో మనము ఒక అధికారిగా ఉన్నప్పుడు, ఒక వ్యవస్థగా ఉన్నప్పుడు ఖచ్చితంగా చర్య తీసుకుని ఉండాల్సింది. అట్లీస్ట్ యూ షుడ్ హావ్ టేకెన్ స్టెప్స్ ఫర్ ది ఇనిషియేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద యాక్షన్. నథింగ్ హ్యాపెండ్. సో without mentioning the few facts, if I continue my story, it will be a futile exercise. అసలు ఏం జరిగిందో తెలియకుండా ఏదో తప్పది ఇది అంటే మీకు అర్థం కాదు. కాబట్టి it happened on 26/11/2022 in Air India flight number they have given New York to Delhi. The flight was coming from New York to Delhi. It was a Boeing flight and it is maintained by Air India. You know, it is presently being maintained by Tata Sons, for whom the CEO is previous TCA CEO Mr. Chandrasekhar, right? On 26th November 2022, the heavily intoxicated man, Mr. Shankar Mishra, I think, he is Mr. Shankar Mishra, who is the Vice President of the chapter, India chapter of a US multinational company, multinational financial services company. So with its headquarters at California, I was coming from New York to Delhi. He was traveling in a business class. Incidentally, his neighboring passenger or fellow passenger is a woman, and the heavily intoxicated Mr. Shankar Mishra, he urinated on the woman. This was Air India flight number 102. And ultimately what happened is, she has to shiver in the blanket, urinated blanket, for a part of the journey. And he was allowed to go away, to come out, to alight from the flight to the airport. From there he was allowed to catch the Bombay flight. That means no action was taken on him. This is the pity. Later she has written a letter to Chief of Chandrasekharan, who initiated, and then the Air India people, they have given a complaint to the Delhi police. Delhi police registered a FIR against them. But before that, what they have done, this shows the laxity on the part of the Air India staff on the woman's complaint. So it is unprofessional conduct and systemic failure, as commented by the DGCA. And now show cause notices were issued to the accountable manager of Air India, then director in-flight services of Air India, all the pilots and cabin crew of Air India. So as to why penal action should not be taken against them for dereliction of their regulatory obligations. What are the regulatory obligations? Please remember, please know. So according to the aircraft rules 1937, civilization requirements for handling of unruly passengers. So therefore the cabin crew, please remember, they are supposed to suspend or ban the concerned person from traveling from 3 months to 5 years period. So ఇలాంటి irregular behavior చేస్తే regulations ప్రకారము 3 months నుంచి దాదాపు 5 years వరకు వాళ్ళ ట్రావెల్ ఆ పర్టికులర్ దాంట్లో బ్యాన్ చేయవచ్చును. This happened in the case of Mr. Divakar Reddy, who was a minister by the time, combined state of Andhra Pradesh. He has picked up unnecessary row with the airline staff, due to which he could not travel by air for about 3 months or so. That should have been the spirit. They should have taken action. But they did not take any action. And ultimately, of course, what the All India, that is Air India people, what they say is, so actually she did not want to complain to the police. And actually she did not, they could not pursue any action because the aggrieved lady rescinded her initial request for action. So she is not interested, that's the main problem. But she has written a letter. But the mental agony she suffered, she has to be soaked in the urinated, soaked blanket for a part of her journey. So it shows her mental trauma, agony. So the airlines have utterly failed, at least to accommodate her in another seat where there is a vacancy. There is a vacancy. ఈవిడ కనీసం పక్కన అక్కడి నుంచి పంపించేసి పక్క సీట్లో పెట్టడం పోయేది, అక్కడ ఖాళీగా ఉంది. బిజినెస్ క్లాస్ నాట్ బిజినెస్ క్లాస్ అంటే ఆర్డినరీ కన్నా 8 times ఎక్కువ డబ్బులు కడతారు. But she was made to suffer there. This is the pitiable situation. So the DGCA has remarked scathing remarks on the airline, stating that it is unprofessional and led to a systemic failure. So they did not follow the provisions of the Aircraft Rules 1937 dealing with the unruly passengers. So anyway, now they will take action. And already FIR was registered with Delhi police. So the incident did not stop there. Another such incident, after 10 days of 26th November, another such incident occurred in Air India flight from Paris to Delhi. Here also, a drunk man urinated on the blanket of a woman co-passenger in flight number 142. That is 102, this is 142. And of course, the matter was immediately reported to the air traffic control, and the person was handed over to Central Industrial Security Force at Delhi. But both of them, the woman and this accused person, they effected compromise. So the passenger was apprehended, but he was let go after both of them effected a mutual understanding. Of course, this is somewhat better. So the Air India people should be very, very careful. అందుకే చెప్పాను, ఎంకి పెళ్ళి సుబుస ఫస్ట్లోనే వాళ్ళ రిపోర్ట్ అతను తీసుకొచ్చి సిఎస్ఎఫ్ హ్యాండ్ ఓవర్ చేస్తుంటే అప్పుడే రాజీ పడే ప్రాబ్లం ఉండేది కాదు, ఈ కథ అంతా వచ్చేది కాదు. సరే ఎనివే మనకి న్యూస్లో రావాలి కాబట్టి సమ్ ఐటమ్ కావాలి కాబట్టి వచ్చింది. బట్ ఎనివే, సో హియర్ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ థింగ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు లెర్న్ ఇస్, సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ఎనీ పర్సన్ బిహేవ్స్ ఇన్ అన్ unruly manner in aircraft, he can be banned air travel from 3 months to 6 months. Already Air India has banned his travel also. Chala ibbandi pade sangatna adi. Anyway, this is a good lesson. Anyway, all of you should know about the ban on the airlines travel, and also ఎందుకు జరిగిందో అర్థం కావట్లేదు. బట్ యూ మైట్ హ్యావ్ సీన్, మీకు చూసే ఉంటారు గతంలో 2 or 3 years బ్యాక్ ఎయిర్పోర్ట్లో ఒక అతను he was urinating in the airport, లాంజ్లో చేస్తున్నాడు. యాక్చువల్గా అపియరెన్స్ అంతా he looks like Shahrukh Khan is in an inebriated condition, he is urinating in social మీడియాలో వచ్చింది. అల్టిమేట్లీ ఇట్ కేమ్ టు లైట్ ఈ సమ్ అదర్ పాసెంజర్. రీజన్ ఏంటంటే, ఒకటి మందు ఎక్కువైనప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్గా బాత్రూమ్కి వెళ్ళాలి, రెండోది ఏసీ చిల్డ్ వెదర్లో పైగా వాడు ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలో అర్థం కాదు, పోసేస్తుంటారు. బట్ అంత మాత్రాన వీ కాంట్ ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ దెమ్. దే షుడ్ హ్యావ్ సెన్సెస్. నో డౌట్ సెరిబెల్లం మే నాట్ ఫంక్షన్, చిన్న మెదడు సరిగ్గా పనిచేయనంత మాత్రాన అందుకని నెమ్మదిగా వెళ్ళాలి. లేకపోతే ఎయిర్ హోస్టెస్ అన్నా వాళ్ళు అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తూ ఉండాలి, అంతేగాని లేకపోతే ఇదే పరిస్థితి ఉంది. వెరీ పిటియబుల్ కండిషన్. ఎనీవే, ది DGCA ఈజ్ కరెక్ట్ ఇన్ రిమార్కింగ్ scathingly on the airlines, no doubt in it. But at least they have to rectify the folly or their mistake. So thank you very much.